So the sequel to Ninjago Legends, Kai's Monstrous journey has finally graced us, and being promised a returning character as well. Coming off the absolute peak that was the first 3 Legends shorts, expectations were pretty high for this until the trailer and poster dropped. Yeah, I think it goes without saying that going from this animation style to this didn't really bode over well with Ninjago fans. Not that this animation is terrible, it certainly has its moments where it looks really good, and I like the style they were going for. I just don't think they fully landed with it, or they just didn't have the budget for it. Okay, the animation's fine but passable. At least we still have a returning character from the past, right? Alright, writers, I see what you did there. A little bait to get us to watch the show. You know what? Fair enough. Well, we'll get to that in just a minute. Though this was a pretty negative way to start the video, I actually don't think that these shorts were all that bad. I had a lot of fun with them, but that's really all that I can say, is I had fun with them. Because honestly, other than them just being kind of fun, they're really just 15 extra minutes of Ninjago that you don't even really need to watch. Listen, guys, I'm trying to be as positive as I can here. Okay, let me log in here. The first short, the Forest of Teeth, is like a 3-minute short of Kai pretty much just going around this forest. He finds this weird little alien creature that needs help, and he fights like these giant spiky trees. It's really nothing special, but it's cool to see more of the monsters Kai had to fight during his time in the land of monsters. Little monster guy who's definitely not going to betray him in the future gives him this really cool power-up, which I actually thought was really awesome. I kind of wish we had this in the original Legends sorts. It would have been awesome to see this monster like Kai animated in that anime-esque art style. Man, I'm convinced LEGO hates us. But that's pretty much all that there is to the first short. It really is just a quick fight scene that ends up with Kai looking like he might be getting infected by some kind of monster virus. So the second short, again around the same time, I think this one was like 4 minutes, focuses on Kai and Fuzz. They have a little chat in the beginning talking about the Legends Monstrosity shorts, which are so much better than this. And then this giant like demon pig thing shows up out of nowhere, and there's again another fight scene there where Fuzz boosts Kai's power by turning him to like this monster. And it's like, again, the concept of this all is really cool. Kai fighting a giant pig demon, getting turned into like a half monster himself with a big power up is all really awesome. But in these shorts specifically, they completely fumble the execution of it. With Legends Monstrosity, it was just like, man, we didn't have enough time to fully dive into it, but with these shorts, it's like, man, we didn't have enough time or animation budget to dive into it. So it's kind of like we're getting the worst of both worlds with these shorts. And I would love to tell you it only gets better, but it actually gets much worse. See, this random hooded dude comes out of nowhere and helps Kai fight off this giant demon pig, and we learn that his name is Bolson, and it turns out that he's the returning character, and he was a random background character from season 6. I was gonna save that for later because there's a part in episode 3 where it's like a betrayal on top of a betrayal on top of a betrayal, and then it turns out the writers were the ones who betrayed us all along, so I'm just gonna put that joke here instead. And I find this really disappointing. Like, yeah, the writers didn't say it was gonna be a big character or anything, but I feel like you know the expectations you're setting up when you go out and tweet, hey, there's gonna be a returning character from the past in these shorts, you should go watch him. It's like, we're thinking it's someone that we at least know the name of and not literally some random dude in season 6. It's a little disappointing. Feels like we definitely got baited by the writers to watch this. I'm not gonna say I'm mad at the writers for this, because like, I guess I kind of had fun with these shorts, but I'm not mad. I'm at least a little frustrated, okay? But the second short ends with Daiden getting captured and them heading into what surely isn't a trap set by Fuzz. I know the title like this says the worst Ninjago project in years or something like this, but I keep forgetting to mention that Kai and Wildfire are like talking throughout this entire thing while Kai's giving her like a recap. And at least in these shorts, they got Kazumi Evans to voice Wildfire, versus in those atrocious Wildfire shorts from last year, it was some random actress who I don't know the name of, and I don't mean that to be rude, just don't know who played her in those shorts, and it definitely was not Kazumi Evans. Okay, but finally, the third and final short, Queen of Monsters, which is like, I think 5 minutes. This is by far the best short, the best looking short, the best everything. The best there is to offer out of these shorts is in in this episode. So shock and surprise, Fuzz betrays Kai, and then shock and surprise onto that, Bolson is also betraying Kai, and then Bolson ends up betraying Fuzz and Fuzz's mom, and then Fuzz ends up betraying his mom, and it was like a whole thing of betrayals. They even make a little bit of joke, and that's what I was talking about earlier, how we low-key also, maybe the biggest betrayal was the writers onto us about this character, because, like, really? I can't get over that. Are we serious? Okay.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
I don't want to keep rambling on about that, but at least this episode had some decent-ish action. I mean, we got to see Fuzz thrown at the wall like 2 times, so that was like peak cinema. Look, I think a lot of the concepts they're going for is cool, and again, I do really think episode 3 was actually not that bad, and I did have a lot of fun with all 3 of these. I think the action was at least a bit of a step up the last 2 episodes, and I really wish the minifigure that we get in these shorts of Kai is the one we got in the Legend sets, because this is the one from the other shorts, and it actually looks really good. I don't know what people are talking about, saying it looks too plain or this or that. I think it looks really cool. I would die for this minifigure. Look, I don't want to be too mean, because I can tell that the animation studio who did the animation really did try their best on this. They got as creative as they can. I like the style that they were going for, but sometimes your best just isn't good enough. And unfortunately, I can't recommend or even say that these shorts are any good, especially coming off the absolute high that was Legends Monstrosity, and the fact that we low-key kind of got baited to watch these. These shorts are mid. I gotta be honest. Like, I had fun watching them with you guys on stream, but these aren't something I think I'm ever going to go and rewatch again. Nor something do I think you even need to watch unless you're a completionist and you want to watch everything Ninjago and get the entire story from beginning to end. Then yeah, you're gonna have to go watch these. They are canon. Those are my gibberish and late thoughts on Kai's Monstrous journey. Let me know your thoughts down below. What did you think about it? Do you think this is better than the previous shorts? And how betrayed do you feel by that whole returning character thing that the writers had said? I'd love to hear all your thoughts down below, and thank you to my wonderful channel members for supporting the channel and videos just like this. If you want to support the channel by becoming a member, be sure to hit that join button down below for only 99 cents a month. And if you can't and you want to support the channel for completely free, a like and comment goes just as far. Trust me, it helps out the channel more than you know. Anyways, Dork Squad, that is all from me. Don't cry because it's over, but smile because it happened. I will see you in the next video. Peace out.